We're here at the Arlo Standard CES, and dotting the room are not only the great products but also lots of the awards that the company has won for all their 2019 devices. And here to tell us about it, Jimmy, take us through the range, starting with the Arlo Ultra.
Yeah, sure. Arlo Ultra is our new flagship security camera product. We really wanted to take the opportunity to reimagine all aspects of what it means to be a wire-free security camera product. From all aspects to how you charge it, to how you mount it, and all the tech innovation that we put in here. But at the heart of it, how do we also make it really simple and easy to use and simple and easy to install?
So Ultra would suggest that it's gone to the next level. So we're talking 4K.
Yep.
So the much better quality
video? So we've got 4K live streaming, outputting 4K resolution. So that means when you put it up on the big screen TV or when you zoom in, you can actually see the details. We combine that with high dynamic range, so things that you might find like smartphones or in television. So get really crisp picture, as well as a super wide 180-degree diagonal field of view, which means you can just see so much more in every shot.
And then that's important for a security camera, isn't it? Being able to see clearly.
Definitely.
So you'll be able to see if there's someone that you can see faces and number plates and things like that, so that added detail. But also, I understand it's got color night vision, is that true?
Yeah, so we've got an integrated spotlight, which helps to enable the color night vision. So most of the time at night, you just see a black and white image. We can actually shine the light on somebody, potentially a robber who comes to your front door, and I can say, hey, that guy, he had brown hair, and he was wearing a red shirt. You just get a lot more contextual information, as well as just to light up the scene for in really dark areas.
And it's had a bit of a redesign, the camera, hasn't it? So you can actually take it apart a little bit easier now, is that right? So it's got a magnetic mount there?
So it's got a magnetic mount it's perfectly mated to the back of the camera. So it snaps in there really easy and securely. You can get these really extreme angles that really help you fit your application for what you need. You can also do ceiling mount situations. So imagine if the ceiling was here, I can mount it up from the top and actually point it downwards and to the left, to the right. The modularity concept is what you were alluding to earlier. There's a big button on the bottom down here. You push that, and that's how you get access to the rear battery.
Right, and that's a rechargeable battery?
It's a rechargeable, replaceable battery. And that's how you can get access to it. This allows us to accessorize and put larger batteries in here. So you have a larger back housing, and it'll click on there. And keep in mind, this system is still weather resistant as well.
And still wire free too.
It's still wire free, exactly. So it's just really easy to install, right? Because most people who want to put cameras outside, they might not have a wire outside. So we want to give people that simplicity of installation. They're really, really great long battery life.
Excellent. So we're going to demonstrate how easy the Arlo Ultra is to install. So take us through it. What do you need to do?
So we have a screw kit that comes with our camera kits. One of the problems we wanted to address was, when you climb up the ladder, put a screw into the wall. How far do I screw in? How far do I not screw in? And just want to make it really simple and easy. So we actually have a plastic stopper here. So screw all the way to the wall.
So that tells you when to stop?
And now you know you're there and you're done. You've got an integrated clip here that hugs in perfectly with that stopper. All you got to do is just click it in there. You hear that click, nice and secure. And then because our cameras are magnetic, all you do is magnet and stick it up there.
And that can be arranged however you want. You
can
have it tilting this way, or tilting that way, all around the place, or further down. As well.
And that is literally how quick and easy it is to get our cameras installed.
Fantastic.
We also went with a magnetic charge interface as well. Going with a magnetic cable and the wide charge contacts we have here really makes it easy for weather resistance as well as dust resistance as well. So for people who do want to plug in outdoors, we want to give them a really good weather resistant design. And have this being magnetized, this also makes it really easy to use. So imagine the camera is mounted, you bring the cable up to the interface and just snap it in.
So you can charge it without even taking it off the mount?
Yeah, you can charge it without taking it off the mount. Right, exactly.
Brilliant.
With this magnetic charge interface, it's the same charge interface we also have on our solar panel.
Okay, so the solar panel, so if you, rather than you having to get up and retrieve the battery or use the wire, that charging, magnetic charging, so you can mount this next to the camera, so it's a solar panel. And it's set and forget, then power all the time.
Just harness the power of the sun. And on the other end is that same magnetic charge cable. So again, just you mount that up next to the camera, just snap it right in there.
That's what connects them now. So panel, and that's sending the solar power to the battery.
Yes, exactly.
So that's great for putting it somewhere where if it's maybe a bit higher up, you don't have to be reaching it all the time.
Exactly.
The sun's going to keep it powered continually.
It's literally almost set it and forget it.
Now, for those people who do want to recharge the battery, they can have this hub so you can keep, a couple of batteries on charge?
Yeah, so you can charge both batteries at the same time. Through the charger, it also charges 15% faster than if you were charged through the camera. So for those times when you do need to recharge, it's probably only about twice a year. We give you an accessory that really charge fast, so you can get back to capturing your life's moments and securing your home.
Sure. Now the cameras also have a base station.
Yes.
So this is it right here.
Yep.
What's new with the Arlo Ultra base station?
Yeah. So with the what we're calling the Smart Hub, it's got your Wi-Fi antennas in there. It's also got Zigbee and Z-Wave, which allows us to really be able to communicate with other devices, so people can just get this Ultra system set up, and then if you have other devices, really easily be able to communicate and actually control everything through our app.
So is it on the back? What do we got there? You got connections
and
here.
On the back, we've got a power connection. We got an Ethernet port, power, and on the bottom, we've also got an SD card for local storage.
So it's local storage of your videos.
Yeah, for all the motion recorded clips and content.
But there's also a cloud as well. So there's a cloud solution too.
Yeah, so there's a cloud solution, as well as just for whatever reason, if your Wi-Fi connections went down, we're actually still recording to this SD card. So and then the other benefit of the Smart Hub is this connects to our home router, and it creates like another layer of security because the camera is talking to the Smart Hub. And then it's a private network away from everything else that you got in the home network. So your footage is really well protected and secure.
I understand too that the previous hub had the siren in the hub, but the siren's now in the camera now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So instead of the siren coming from within the house, the siren's actually now coming from the camera in front of the intruder.
Right. Yep. And that's where you probably want it, right?
Absolutely.
You want the siren to come out from where the motion is and where the potential burglary might be happening.
Okay, great. So part of the Arlo story is now gone beyond cameras. We're talking doorbells now. Tell us about this new doorbell.
So the doorbell, we've recently introduced that on the market, and we really wanted to harness the fact that people who have an Arlo camera, they're already pointing it at exactly where they want it to be. So let's not disturb that setup. Rather, let's give them a really easy to install doorbell that you can put and replace your existing doorbell. Imagine you walk up to the doorbell, you push it, you actually get a phone call on your phone. So it actually seems like somebody's calling you, and then you can talk to somebody through the doorbell. And in our camera, wherever you position it, is also real-time recording the video. And then what shows up in your app is a combined audio and video clip.
So the doorbell doesn't have the camera because you've got cameras positioned anywhere, but is it true that most of your customers have a camera at the doorbell? Is there like a high percentage of cameras at the front door, I should say?
By far, a lot of people in general who buy a security camera solution, the first place they tend to put it is at the front door. Studies have shown when people do break in, it is through the front door. So that's where they put it, and it's got the best angle, and then you got the doorbell.
So someone presses the doorbell, you talk to them, and the camera nearby activates, so you can see them and hear them at the same time.
We've also got pre-canned messages that you can also have.
So like an answering machine for your house.
You can say like, hey, hello, how's it going? Or you can also, as a guest, when they walk up to the door, they can also leave a message as well. So it's literally like you're calling somebody on the phone. So if you ring the doorbell and the other person that's on the other end doesn't pick up, you're actually given the option to leave a message, and then we'll also alert you and say, hey, somebody came to your door and they left a message for you.
Okay, great.
Included with the doorbell, we've also have a chime that's sold separately. And what the chime allows is you can plug it into a wireless. So imagine you've got a really large house. Your front door is away from your bedroom. You can actually plug it, let's say, into your bedroom and get a chime notification when somebody rings your doorbell.
Because without the chime, you're just going to get the notification, the call on your phone.
Right.
But this can give you the chime as well.
Exactly. And this also allows us to play different kinds of sounds and what we call like simulated home presence. So let's say you're not home, you can actually have the chime play like a dog barking sound or like noises as if somebody was home to make somebody think like there is somebody home, even though you're not.
Because that's an important point. I suppose I know burglars are opportunistic criminals, so if they hear like a dog barking or sounds inside, they're going to go to the next place.
Yeah, exactly. They'll say, oh my gosh, somebody's home, I'm going somewhere else.
Okay, great. Okay, you mentioned that there is an app that also powers the system. So are you going to take us through it now? What can we find?
So this app is, first here we're going to demo what we're calling Arlo Smart, which is really all of our cloud AI processing, all the smarts that really help to enable and enhance all the products that we have. So with Ultra, you're actually going to be getting this service included for 1 year. And so we can actually show you some of the benefits on the app here. So one of the things you're seeing here is on the iPhone. And first and foremost, this a lot of motion alerts right now, and we just want to make the process easier. So if you just do a force touch on the phone, it'll actually bring up a snapshot of what we saw. So you see that we just said that, hey, look, it's motion. We're actually graying out the rest of the image, and we're highlighting where we saw the motion. And on top of that, we're also telling you, hey, there's a person there, right? So we can be able to detect if it's a person, if it's an animal, as well as if it's a package. And then just make it really easy for you without even going into the app, like right in the home screen. We're giving all this contextual information. What else you can do, and right on that home screen, is you can sound the alarm. As we talked about earlier, we have an alarm coming out of the camera now. You can sound the alarm. You can also set a contact, so maybe your neighbor. So right away, we can call your friend and say, hey, neighbor, like somebody's at my house, can you check for me?
Check it out,
so directly call them. And here, at least in the United States, we have a 911 feature, right? And so what normally would happen is if you call 911 on your phone, they would actually direct you to the authorities of where you are, right? So here I'm at Las Vegas. If I'm at home and somebody broke into my home and I call 911, the Las Vegas police is going to contact me. But I want the police of where my cameras are to go to my home, right? So what this does is it'll actually contact the local authorities of where your cameras are, right? So right now we have this for the United States, and we'll be rolling this out into other regions very shortly.
Jimmy, tell us about there are new security products now in the Arlo family. Let's take us through them, mate.
So now we can also introduce that we have other types of products as part of the Arlo offering. Here, this is a sensor, but it's not just one type of sensor. It's got motion sensor, it's got a door window sensor, it's got a light sensor, carbon monoxide and alarm sound sensor.
Right, so all that sensor can do all that?
Right, as well as water leak detection sensor. Right, so imagine you can put this underneath your sink or maybe underneath the fridge, detect leaks, and all these things are in this one sensor.
So rather than buying 5 different sensors, you can buy one and just say, I want this to detect water, I want this to detect carbon monoxide, whatever.
Or you get multiple, and then just based on your house, figure out, hey, I want to put this in the sink for water, or put this in the door for door window.
Right.
And it's just really easy, really flexible. We've also got an outdoor rated, battery operated siren as well. So imagine you've got this set up for a door open alarm. So somebody breaks into your house, as an example, then the siren can start chiming, as well as do a strobe light effect in red, as an example. So it alerts your neighbors that something's going on in the house. And finally,
that's is that a fob? Or is it a remote control?
Key remote as well. So you can arm and disarm the system, as well as what we're calling a perimeter. So perimeter meaning, hey, maybe I just want to arm the cameras on the outside of my house, right? And up on top, we've also got 2 additional programmable buttons that are customizable. So let's say you say, hey, I just want to turn on my lights, as an example. So I just hit that button and only turn on lights. Or I can say, hey, I want to turn on only the cameras, so I can hit that button. So 2 customizable programmable buttons as well.
Excellent. Well, we really appreciate, Jimmy, you showing us around the product range. We look forward to seeing them in Australia.
Great.
And enjoy the rest of CES.
Thank you.